Previously on Cthulhu is Rad.
The 6-foot half-orc just casually gets into the passenger side of your vehicle.
In your dream, you look at Oriana for help, but you see she's just greedily looking towards your stomach as it bursts open. There is a man at the back of the alley. You are drawn towards him when all of a sudden you're blocked by a large dragonborn in a blue suit. The dragonborn man grabs you squarely by the shoulders. Find me when you wake up. And you end up in front of Butler's office. Says, "Son, do you trust me?"
Yes, sir.
Then you need to get the girl out of here and find the black man. They'll let you take her.
Miss Sanchez, if you'll come with me.
Yeah, sure.
Act natural. I cast Mage Hand and
Right.
I throw it out the window.
You no longer have your pipe.
Why'd you take my pipe?
Any of you heard of someone going by the Black Man?
I know this one dude. I think he hangs out at a bar by the river.
You guys arrive at the slippery brick
That's
and
all.
park your car.
I am Denise, also Lab, and my character is Max Thornbush.
I'm Melody, and I play Susie Sanchez.
I'm Jasmine, and I play Gwenyth Talmustir.
I'm Harrison, and I play Yanreth Jones.
I'm Meriwether, and I am the game master. So you guys left off, and you were in the van debating who was going into the slippery brick and who had to stay in the car.
I do not remember where I stood on this.
You wanted Susie and Max and Pop. You basically wanted everyone to stay in the car.
I wanted to go in.
Yeah. Well, you
Yeah,
wanted
we
to
all
go
wanted
for
to go in.
No, I had the thing was I had to pee, so I was gonna go in, and then I was gonna see my buddy Tony in the back corner, hopefully, and get more
Is
weed.
it Toby?
Tony,
I put Kyle.
nah, Tony.
Tony, Kyle, there.
Same thing.
White boys. I first have some town info. Welcome to the Arkham District, because that's where you guys are at, in the part of town.
Is there a university in this part of town?
Maybe so.
Do I know what the university is called?
Yes, you do. If you guys look at the beautiful visual aid I have been working on in Photoshop.
Would that be the one containing
Nice.
18 and 16?
Yes, it contains 18, 16,
And 17.
and 17. 16 is the slippery brick, so that's where you guys are at.
Okay. We're pretty close to the river.
18 and 17 we'll get to.
Look at my house.
Yes, your house is the one that has the arrow
Arrow
pointing to
pointing
it.
to it.
It's so goddamn small. So this is the Arkham District. It's sort of the poor part of town. People who don't live on this side of town tend to only come over here for... Harrison, help me out with the name of the university. Miskatonic University. There's lots of dark alleys, shady goings on, don't go out at night kind of vibe. And that's just to give you a rough vibe of the Arkham District. Okay, now you guys can commence.
You're telling me the guy we only know as the Black Man hangs out in the poor part of town?
You
Dark
also know
Man.
that's the dark one.
Yeah, the dark one.
Jeez,
Sorry, not the dark
Meriwether.
man. That's basically the same as the black man.
I didn't come up with the names, okay? The guy from the 20s did.
The racist.
And he
Guy
was
from the
racist
20s.
for the 20s.
Yeah, he was.
Susie wants to go into the slippery brick.
We
Okay.
all want to go in.
Yeah, Max definitely wants to go in. He's gotta pee.
Yanreth is already just so tired. Just stay in the car.
No.
Okay, but this stuff seems to...
I just broke you out of essentially prison.
I appreciate that, but I also have no idea what's going on, so I'd like
Yeah,
to...
so why don't you just hang out in the car? Why go run a little errand?
Can I please go to the bathroom, man?
Oh my god. Fine.
There's a nice tree right there.
Fine.
Nice. I'm
So-
head out.
I'll stay in the car.
We're all going. Either it's just me or we're all going. You stay with me, pothead.
Yeah.
Go.
Well, that's not very
It's
nice.
accurate. Go to the bathroom and come back.
Sure thing, man.
Cool.
Okay. I start getting out of the car.
I
Okay.
head immediately for the bathroom.
Man, you really had to go.
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk up, you walk into this dirty, beat up bar that has like dark blue paint on the wall and black tiles, and it has like very dim, flickering lights. The only thing that is colorful is a really old looking beat up jukebox in the corner that is softly playing some like punk music.
And my hair.
What?
And my hair.
and Max hair. The bar itself is that kind of like U-shaped bar that's in like the middle, surrounded by wooden stools, and there are a few tables around the room, and they're all stained and scratched up.
Okay.
Since it's around 6 p.m. now, I think, there's a decent amount of people in the bar that just sort of got off work and are going to blow off some steam. Lots of blue-collar scruffy types. A lot of orcs, tieflings, and goblins. The sort of people that society doesn't like. At least in D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this
A
is my
few of
home.
them are gonna give Yanreth the side eye. Roll me an insight.
8.
You don't really get anything. You assume that they're just tired from the day,
Me too.
and you guys are sort of a large group, I guess. Maybe you're reading into the fact that it's side eye. Maybe it's just regular
Maybe it's
glancing.
just regular eye.
Maybe it's
Maybe
Maybelline.
just an eye.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Okay. Decide what you're gonna do.
I am so in my element. um, I'm just heading to the bathroom for now. So
Okay.
I'm probably gonna smoke a little bit in the bathroom, but
You don't have your pipe anymore.
yeah, but I'll figure out a way.
Okay.
Stoners
I'll
always
figure
figure
out
out
a
a way. It'll be
What?
something, I don't know.
Do you want me to
Gotta go to the
roll
bathroom first, though.
investigation or perception for where mysterious
For-
person is? Or
Roll me perception.
15 plus 3 is 18.
You see in a dark corner, like sort of towards the back, there's a man in a large black trench coat with a hat placed covering his face. He's not dressed like anyone like
Right.
from town at all. Like he
Right.
does
He's
not
not
match
from
the
here.
general vibe. He looks
He's not punk.
He looks about 60 years out of date fashion wise.
Forward or
Ugh.
back?
Back.
Whoa.
Susie, roll. What would I roll for her to do that? Roll me perception.
I got a 13.
You recognize this guy as the guy in the back of the alley in your dream. Just the sort of
That's weird.
dark figure.
Remind me what happened in the dream?
Mhm.
I vaguely remember.
Well, that's how dreams go, so maybe that
Yeah.
works. If you had taken notes.
Wait, I think I did for that. Well, my notes don't make much sense. It says the creepy man in an alley Dragonborn stops me from going towards him,
That's the gist I remember.
and
Yeah.
then it just says the name James Butler, but I don't
I think that was the
remember what that
gist.
means.
Yeah, that's the gist. At the beginning of the dream, you had a disturbing bit with Oriana and stuff coming out of your stomach.
Yeah, I see that part.
Yeah, that's the
Did
gist.
I know who James Butler is, or just the name?
Just the name.
Okay. So, I just kind of poke Yanreth's shoulder and be like, I know that guy.
Yeah,
I had a
think
dream
that's what
about
we're
him.
looking for.
I don't think we
Yeah,
should
well.
go over there.
Not many things have been going to plan. We have to.
How about you do that, and I go get myself a Sex on the Beach?
Excuse me. I know that. Yanreth might not.
Okay.
Yeah, that was in character. Me going, you know, the drink. So I'm just gonna like slowly sidestep away. Like, how about you do that, and I go
I'm
get
gonna
myself a
wait
drink.
for Max to
Okay.
finish his piss.
Okay.
Oof.
Max, what are
Hi.
you? So you finish peeing.
Okay. I walk out and I just kind of look around for a second.
Okay. Roll me a perception.
Oof. That's rough.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 2, and I don't remember what my
Perception. You have a
plus
plus 4.
So, 6.
Luckily, it's the easiest thing in the world. You had to get a 5 to pass.
Nice.
You walk out of the bathroom and you almost miss him, but right next to you is a human with like shaggy blonde hair and a poncho hanging over by the bathrooms, and it's Tony.
Hey, Tony, my man, what's up?
Oh, hey, dude, what you doing?
I'm just hanging out, man. I got a ride from the chick. Well, she was cool until she threw my pipe out the window, but that's besides the point. We went and did some cool stuff in this weird building with a bunch of like scientists or something. Anyways, do you have stuff for me? Like, can I buy anything off of you right now?
What do you need? I got a bunch of stuff.
I
You got-
Is
definitely
it
need
that
a new
poncho?
pipe.
Because it's
and
always
maybe
that poncho.
It's
Yeah,
always
it's that
one.
poncho. It's the stoner poncho.
Do you know what I
Always
googled
that
to
one.
find that picture?
Please tell me you just put in stoner poncho.
I did Google stoner poncho.
Literally all of the stoners at my high school had one of those. It may not have been those colors, but they had one.
He pulls 3 pipes like out of one of his bags.
Mhm.
And 2 of them are kind of like plain and wooden, and the third one looks like it's made out of material that looks kind of like bone or something, and has carvings on it that makes it look like it's being grabbed by tentacles.
I need that one. I need it.
He says, I stole the wood ones from my dad. The guy's a tool anyway. Then this last one, I found in the woods one day. It was like in a tree. Isn't that gnarly?
That's awesome, man. That's so rad.
It's just up in a tree hanging out.
Can I have that weird bone one, man?
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
We're not gonna deal with money because I hate money, but you pay for it and take it.
Okay. Hey, is there any chance that I could get some Pink Kush from you too?
Yeah, he'll give you some.
Nice.
Max, roll me an Arcana check.
Crap. Oh, what?
It's on your sheet. You have a +0, so just roll a d. What'd you roll, Denise?
12.
You can tell it has some sort of magical energy coming off of it. Add to your inventory the pipe of smoke monsters.
Nice.
I will read you the description now. While smoking this pipe, you can use an action to exhale a puff of smoke that takes the form of a single creature, such as a dragon, a flump, I don't know what that is, or a foggermoth, whatever, all weird D&D creatures. The form must be small enough to fit in a 1-foot cube and loses its shape after a few seconds, becoming an ordinary puff of smoke.
Okay.
Yeah.
That seems
Wow.
useless in all the best ways.
This is beautiful. I'm so happy.
Must be small enough to fit in a 1-foot cube. So that's smaller than your standard square. So it'd be a tiny little
Yeah.
dragon.
A little baby dragon.
But it's so worth it.
So cute.
So, Susie, what were you doing?
I'm at the bar getting sex on the beach.
Okay. Max is now back, so back with his funky little pipe.
I would
Woo.
like to also order a drink and roll an investigation check to see if I can get anything from the bartender.
Okay.
Bartender.
Piece of
Bartender.
shit. Goddamn dice. 2 plus 4 is 6.
So, what are you ordering?
Go up and order a cider.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Just hey.
No, like what are you trying to get?
I mean, a cider for one.
But you rolled on
Yeah.
investigate on this.
Just sort of a. That guy doesn't look like he's from around here. What's his deal?
What's the story, man?
Yeah.
Okay, so there are 2 bartenders. There's a very large orc and a very skinny tiefling that are behind the bar serving drinks. I'm gonna say that the orc is serving Susie, and the
Okay.
tiefling is serving you. So the orc is very bubbly, and the tiefling, you can tell, has kind of a fuck everything / eat the rich type of vibe.
I'm loving this orc, by the way.
Yeah,
Yes.
the orc's just like, how's it going? You
It's
having a
going
good
great.
day?
Can
Oh,
I
that's
can I
so great.
interject? Can I
Yeah.
interject and say that Max goes and hangs out over by I already forgot her name, by Mel's character.
Susie?
Susie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Susie, thank you.
The tiefling will like look you up and down and be very dismissive of you, and she'll just be like, he hangs out here all the time.
Thanks. Yep.
Real helpful there.
I'm not gonna say that, but I am gonna think that.
Okay, so you guys get your drinks.
I'm gonna mosey on over.
Okay.
Oh no.
So, Mohawk boy. I don't think I ever
Hey,
learned your
man.
name.
My name?
Yeah.
Oh, my name's Max.
Nice to meet you, Max. I'm Susie.
Nice to meet you, Susie.
So, what's your deal? What you doing?
Oh, I'm just hanging out, having a good time, man. I don't know what's up. I'm just chilling.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on either.
Aw, that's rough.
That elf guy seems to know what's going on, so I'm just following.
Isn't he great? He's so cool.
Well, he kidnapped me, so I don't feel great about him at the moment.
I'm sure he means well. Nah, man, I'm sure he means well. I'm pretty sure he's my brother, but let's wait.
Really?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, he could be your brother.
Right?
Okay. You guys walk over And as you approach the booth, the jukebox starts to skip a few times, and the lights seem to flicker more, and you feel your head get like a bit staticky, and it just keeps getting worse and worse as you get closer. And the second you actually make it to the table, it snaps back to normal, and your mind becomes clear as you hear a deep, smooth voice coming from the shadow saying, "May I help you?"
The creepiness, does that go through, like, the rest of us too, or?
Just who's going to the table.
Okay.
I don't know if Susie went towards
Yeah.
the table.
No, I didn't. Yeah.
Who went?
I did.
Okay, so it's Gwen and Yanreth. And roll me a perception or investigation.
Nat 20 plus 4 on investigate.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, 14 plus 5 for perception.
Okay, you're both gonna get this. Yanreth, you're gonna get slightly more just because you rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
But when you both notice that his shadows seem to like get longer and shift in ways that don't seem appropriate for the lighting.
Like, are they moving?
A little bit, not enough. Not if you weren't so like attuned with your job and Gwen, your previous job, you probably wouldn't have noticed. But since you have both worked for a department of unlikely abnormalities, you guys both notice this.
Basically, Max would have no clue that anything.
Yeah, Max would just be like, "I love this song." Yanreth, based off your particular history, you think that this guy might have been in some sort of situation kind of similar to yours, where he is not from here.
Gotcha. Kind of.
That's what you get from that roll.
Mm.
I think a mutual acquaintance sent us in your direction.
I have so many mutual acquaintances.
With me?
With many, many people.
Named James Butler, ring a bell?
Yes, I know James.
I also know James.
Why has James sent you?
Well, I'm thinking because I don't really trust Gwenyth at the moment, so I'm trying to figure out how to say what I want to say to this man and not. Do you know what James is currently working on?
Oh, I don't have time to keep up with all of James's affairs, but I have a rough idea, yes.
Then maybe you could hazard a guess as to why James would send me to you.
I suppose. Do you need help with someone, or?
Lady at the bar.
He, like, gives her a look.
I'm gonna roll to see if I notice.
Okay. You can't really see his eyes, because his face is really in shadow.
I just want to see if I can tell they're looking at me.
Okay.
I got an 8.
You don't really notice. You're talking to Max and the bartender. You're hanging out.
All right.
He's like, well, I had some info on what James was working on. He was trying to find some sort of solution, but he hadn't quite found one yet. I have a few ideas, but I don't know you. Why should I tell you?
James is a good man. He wouldn't have sent me if you can't help me.
But how do you know I'm a good man?
I don't.
James himself is a good man, but he is involved with some not good men. I will, as a favor to James, I guess I will help you.
I'm sure he has your gratitude. I mean, fuck. I got that backwards. I didn't say that.
Fuck up.
No. I've had a headache for 2 days. Yanreth has not.
Oh no.
Um,
Hold on.
I'm sure.
Are you sure?
Well,
Yanreth has
fair
it?
enough.
I mean, you are dealing with Max now.
I'm sure you have James's gratitude.
You hear the man sort of mumble to himself, "It'll move the story along anyway, what do I care?" She has been claimed by Eelhort. You'll have to give him something he wants more than her, than what he's already claimed. So in order to do that, people don't like changing their own plans. You either need to find a way to deal with the people who did this to her. Maybe her little parasite issue will pick a new host among one of them. But who knows? The other option is Eelhort might be in the market for something from someone else among his type. In that case, you would need more info that your organization may be in possession of. The library at the university may know something about Eelhort's followers themselves.
I will give him my card. Call me if you think of anything else. Thank you for your help.
I'll be around. So then you're leaving?
I guess.
As you're leaving, he's gonna be like, you best try to be ready. If you're unprepared, it's gonna be no fun to watch. As he finishes talking, you feel the static come back into your mind. As you watch this previously very solid man melt out of his suit into a thick sludge that then falls through the cracks of the floor.
Does anyone else in the bar seem to notice?
Nope.
Do Susie and Max notice this? Because I know
You can roll me a perception.
19!
Okay.
Oh, I got a 1.
Fucking rip.
Max, you're feeling a little toasted, and
That's valid.
you got a little bit of a high going and a little bit of a buzz going. You're out of it. Susie, you 100% notice this.
I just kind of put my drink down that.
And
what's in this drink?
As you look over there, you feel the static in your head too.
What was in that drink?
I'm just over here in my element.
Yeah, Max is just like, I love this place. And then Susie, I want you to make me a Constitution saving.
Oh, terrific. So that's 16.
Not enough to pass.
Fuck. But really, a 16. Damn.
Yep. It's a hard one. You begin coughing and coughing and coughing. You feel something stuck in your throat. And you're frantically trying to get it up your esophagus. You hack and wheeze until you spit up into your hand this little wad of blood. You stare at it for a moment, and then you see it twitch. It opens goopy, blood-covered eyes and scurries out of your hand.
I fucking scream.
Okay, you scream in the middle of this kind of crowded bar. Everybody like looks at you.
Max is very startled. Susie, what's wrong?
What is that thing?
What is
It was
what?
inside me.
Are me and Gwenyth too far away? Do you see it?
You guys started to walk over there, so I'll say you're close enough.
Would I be able to pick it up with Mage Hand?
Yeah.
I will do so. I'm gonna give it a big old looky. Yep. Hit it with the old eyeballs.
I want to say, just for the fact of credibility, this is not what they look like in Lovecraft lore, but it's what I wanted them to look like, so I win.
Covered in blood and inside my body.
Yeah. So it's probably like half an inch long. It's not very big.
It's so little and cute. I want one.
Can I find like a glass jar? Or like a...
Yeah, you can ask the bartenders, and the orc will give you one.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
I throw him a buck or two. I put the bug in the jar.
Max has finally figured out what's going on. Hey man,
Alright.
what's that? Oh, look at how cute. Is it Tony?
It is not cute. It was inside my body. Why was it inside my body?
Okay, so what are you guys doing now?
So what leads did we get? We can either...
You can either go to the library. You need to collect information is basically what you got from him. And you can either go to the library, which is on the map number 18, or you can go back to the DUA.
The
Yeah, the
library
library is
closer.
really closer.
Can someone tell me what just happened?
Oh yeah, Max is asking what the thing was. All amused and high.
It's a bug.
Terrific.
What kind of a bug is that?
That is a very good question.
Oh man.
Have you seen anything like this before?
Roll me something. I guess a history? Yeah, whoever wants to know if they've seen it, roll me something.
I was asking Yanreth.
Well, I would be at least passingly familiar, considering it's the case I'm working on.
Yeah, you would know like where it came from and what's happening to her, but you may have never seen one before.
Would I have seen one before?
Well, roll me something.
Okay, that's 11 plus 1 for history, I guess.
9 plus 2 is 11 on history.
Yanreth, you've seen it in the stuff you found on Oriana's desk when you were when you were in there. You've seen like little rough drawings of them, but that's basically all you have. Just based off your general investigation, like what you found in investigating this for the DUA. Gwen, you have seen somebody else have these before in what caused you to leave the DUA.
Oh. Okay.
So, you guys are leaving the bar?
Yep.
To the library.
Am I gonna die? This doesn't seem good.
I don't say anything.
I hand Susie some weed. Just take this, man. It'll be okay.
What do I do with this?
Oh, you smoke it. Great. It'll make you feel so much better.
You know what? Sure.
Now I'm debating whether or not I want to go back to Tony, get another one of those pipes, and give it to Susie. We'll pass. We gotta go to the library, though.
Okay, you guys walk out of the bar. Everybody roll me perception.
Perception.
Ooh, natural 20.
I got a
Damn.
4.
18
9?
plus 3 is 21.
No,
Okay.
7. I know how to count.
Okay. Susie, you are distracted by drugs.
Oh yeah, I'm like...
And
So
so
is
is
Max.
Max. You guys are hanging out. You're having a grand old time with them drugs.
Hey.
making good decisions. Yanreth and Gwen, you are already kind of on alert from your weird meeting. And you notice that across the street from the bar, there's like some weird graffiti on the wall, and it has like a large purple eye on it. Gwen, you rolled the nat 20, right?
Yep.
You notice a person sort of like towards the back of the alley next to it in a pale white jacket that seems to be like eyeing your van. And that's what you get from that.
I don't see the guy eyeing my van?
You don't see the figure.
Okay.
So you guys are going to the university?
Yeah. Let's drive there.
You drive like a block and then park.
Big mood.
Yeah.
Hey, we gotta keep the van with us, man. Especially with the creeper looking at it.
Well, I mean, you don't know that though. Only
Yeah.
Gwen knows that.
But still.
Yeah. It is, the library is by far like the nicest building in this area. It's very well kept, and it's for the students, it's a 24-hour facility. So even though it's like after hours, you can still get in. And it is in fact open to the public, so you guys can go even though you're not students. You enter the library and are greeted by an elderly librarian. Hello, young ones. How may I assist you this evening? She's very energetic.
Hello.
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 Hi.
Hello.
Greetings.
We're looking for some information that you guys might have in your stocks.
Okay, well, we have plenty of information. I'm sure I can direct you.
Anything on Elahort or the cult of Elahort?
You know, it's so weird you mentioned that. I've had a few young ones in here recently looking into it. They all have these sort of like fancy white jackets too. Isn't that a kick? I wonder where they got them, because like I think one would look quite nice on me, don't you? Like I could really pull it off. Anyway.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh my god, you guys are so sweet.
Should check the Gap.
The Gap. That's a yeah. I'll head over there. She leads you to a section, and there's a shelf of like information about Yelhort. And she says, "Well, here you go. Just holler if you need anything." But this section is basically all I have on this particular subject. But you know, I could always try to scrounge something up for you kids. And she's gonna, yeah, she waddles away.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Just roll me an investigate check. Anybody who's looking through the books.
I'm gonna take a look.
At
Oh.
20 plus 4. So 24.
Okay.
9 plus 1 is 10.
8.
Okay.
I rolled 9, but I don't actually know what I'm looking for.
Okay. You guys are just like, you guys are high. You're hanging out. You're like trying to find some snacks.
I'm like, look at the font in this book. It's so fancy.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, I like the idea of us searching through the books like we're actually looking for something. Oh, look at this book. This looks cool. Like, not helping at all.
Don't eat
All these
books.
cute little pictures.
I'm gonna say that there is like a little cafe in the bookstore.
Nice.
Not in the bookstore, in the library, just so you guys know that.
Munchies.
Yeah. Gwen and Yanreth are like on top of it. You guys got it. You guys have done work like this before. You know what you're doing. So, searching through the books, you find some legends of Yelhort. Yanreth, you knew the basics from stuff you found on Oriana's desk. That Yelhort has a tendency to make bargains with humans. He usually offers them death or to be implanted with broodlings that will eventually kill them. His goal being to kill all the humans and replace
That's a pretty
them
shitty
with
deal.
Yeah, you got the short end of the stick, man.
It's more like
And
blackmail.
it is. And he wants to kill all the humans and replace them with his broodlings. The book goes on to tell you that he does maintain a few cultists, mainly just to recruit more people to fill with worms.
Right.
And these few cultists like to meet up to pick new, suitable targets that they don't necessarily think anyone will notice are gone, but they only meet up in the middle of, a maze. But, where the cultist maze is located could be basically anywhere, and no one has really ever lived to tell about it.
Well, I'm fucked.
And that's what you find at the library.
So, boils down to we need to find the maze to find the cultists. That's how we want to do.
Do you relay this to the rest of the squad?
I mean, Jasmine should also know.
Yeah, Gwen and Yanreth both find this information.
So do you tell the high people is the
I don't know.
question.
I don't know if it's the best.
It's best not to tell them. You're having a good time. We're not gonna ruin it by saying, hey, by the way, you're so gonna die unless we...
You're gonna explode into some worms. Cthulhu worms.
Nice. Same shit as always.
So I quietly mentioned to Yanreth, I go, I saw someone in a white coat outside watching our van, so we should be on the lookout.
Oh, in the pictures of Eelhort, you guys can Google and find out what he looks like, because there will be illustrations in these books. I can just drop one into Discord. You recognize the purple and white combo to kind of match the graffiti you saw. Let's go. Those are your clues.
I'm trying to think of what Susie can do since she's high and not really aware of what's going on.
Max is going to go get snacks and maybe a coffee.
Is there a payphone?
High or low?
A high?
Just like your comrades? Yes, there is.
I'm gonna go call James.
Okay. It's after hours at the DUA, so he may have gone home.
I will try his office first.
Okay. It rings and rings and nobody picks it up.
Would I know his home number?
Let's do high or low again.
But he's your best friend.
Hi.
You do not.
Okay. I will wait then.
Okay. You guys are going to feel the building shake and hear a large crash and the sound of breaking, but it sounds kind of far from you guys. It sounds outside the library.
All of us notice this?
Yes.
Since payphones are usually outside in the vestibule, can I see anything?
Roll me perception.
There is my d20 right here. 11.
I'm just basically making sure you don't crit fail. You see the forest, the enchanted forest, move in closer to the city, and it is breaking a few buildings, and
My house!
it's gone over the wall of the DUA.
Is this something that has happened before?
No. It has gotten bigger.
The trees just grew.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, it's moved.
The forest itself, yeah.
Yeah.
It got up.
Oh, I might
walked
actually have a
away.
treehouse now.
What time is it?
We're gonna say it's like 8.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna mention that the woods just walked. I guess.
Holy
What is-
moly.
What is that?
The woods. They moved.
That's weird.
No shit.
I'm gonna say Susie and Max roll sanity, which is your percentage die, and I will tell you what you need to go under, but I need a minute to do the math.
You say Susie do that?
Susie and Max.
Okay.
I'll double check that.
Okay, Max, you have to get a 70 or under.
Or under?
Or under.
Alright.
Susie, you have to get a 50 or under.
I got 10.
Okay, you're good.
I got a 58. Damn it.
Okay, Max, you are fine with this information. You're chill. You love the woods. You're great that there's more of it now.
I'm excited about Treehouse.
The forest moves me every day.
There might not be more of it. It may have just moved.
That's more concerning.
Susie, in this day, you have gone from losing your job to having government agents storm into your apartment and knock you out and take you away, having a very disturbing dream, waking up under a light surrounded by scientists, then going to some weird bar and coughing up a worm. And it all just piles on top of you, and you feel it all in that moment, possibly escalated by the drugs you've ingested. You just feel like the world is out to get you, and you will be afraid of basically everything surrounding you for, I'm going to say, 10 minutes.
Terrific. I'm just gonna hide under a table.
Okay?
Giant ass barbarian hiding under a table. You know.
Yeah, this huge woman.
Just a big old lady.
And I'm going to say that's what we're going to call it. Must take a moment to appreciate our robot overlords, Jasmine.
Appreciate the bot, or you're gonna suffer psychic damage, Jasmine.
Harrison, you're going to hurt me when I edit this.
Oh, sorry. Right.
Dear doctor, I am afraid.
Gosh, you should have kept a dream,
You ruined my dream, turtle.
Oh my gosh, this is the second time I've talked about Shark Boy and Lava Girl this
Why?
I support you, Denise, with your why.
Wait a second. You're telling me our first magic item is just Max learning how to do vape tricks? Mastercraft.
Yeah.
Mastercraft.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yes, I know, James.
I also know James.
Are you okay, Jasmine?
I also know him.
Just like, cool, should we all hang out sometime?
Just the concept of, you know this guy by name. Yeah, I know him. Cool, I know him too.
We'll see you later. Involved with some not good men.
Me too.
Denise, this isn't about your personal life.
I'm sorry.
If I'm more nervous, can I die at 20? Wait, never mind. I'm past 20.
You retroactively die?
Yep. I have a completely liquid understanding of what just happened.
Disgusting.
Welcome to Lovecraft. Fucking disgusting.
The graffiti that you were talking about, I did not imagine this.
Got a reaction out of Denise. I'm set for life.
For life?
I no longer have initiative to try with this campaign. We might as well quit. No.
What? I rolled a 2 for butthole.